Hi yo, I have made it to Albany yet again for the USAPL Northeast Regional Championship. This is Friday, September 5th. This is the day before the competition. We're here to do some early equipment check, registration, all that good stuff while we get ready and prepare to lift all the weight tomorrow. As y'all can see, I am on top of my weight, a little bit under at 163, which means I could eat a little bit today without having to go in tomorrow completely famished. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready to see what numbers I can put up. I'm really gonna try to push at this competition to a degree that I have in the previous ones. This prep has gone fairly well outside of the fact that I ended up tweaking my back maybe like 3 weeks into my prep. We had a smooth like 6-7 weeks without any back pain, pain-free. So I'm looking forward to this competition. I'm ready to throw on some weight. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
goes for it. Come on, Mackay, stick with it, ladies and gentlemen. He's got it, he's got it, he can do it, he can do it. Oh, man, unfortunately, Mackay did not have the strength to get it today, but you know what?
Alright, y'all, so before I get into this workout today, I'm going to give you guys a quick meet recap from this weekend. Northeast Regionals, competed at 75 kg, got first place. My total for the day was 660 kg. And overall, I'd probably rate that performance like a 7, maybe 6 out of 10, quite literally, because I missed all 3 of my third attempts on the day. If I want to look at a silver lining, like the second attempts that I went for in this competition were like my third attempts in my last competition. So we are making a upwards trajectory in terms of progress, but on the day I didn't get those 3 lifts. Overall, it felt all right. I mean, going into this competition, there were some question marks that I had in terms of where my top end strength was going to be, considering the fact that I just wasn't able to squat or deadlift for like 2 months in the prep. But I mean, relatively speaking, as the prep went on and I was kind of lifting pain-free without any like back strain or issues, I felt confident going into the competition, and I knew that I would at least put up some numbers that I could be proud of. So one thing is for sure is we have a lot of work to do. I won states this year, I won regionals this year, and in terms of competitions, I mean, I could do some local competitions here and there, but I am looking to challenge myself, which means trying to step up my level of competition in terms of who I'm competing against. So more likely than not, I will be trying out nationals next year in 2026. They lowered the qualifying standards for nationals anyway, so even before this competition I had already qualified for it. But I am going to start prepping for that, God willing, right? No injuries or anything like that. And with that being said, I know that the numbers that I'm at now, what I'm lifting now, is not going to cut it for nationals in the slightest, if I want to get a good placement, if not win. So it's going to be a lot of work. We're going to have to go back to the drawing board. I already know some things that I know I have to work on. One of the biggest takeaways is that, you know, I feel confident that my squat and deadlift will continue to kind of steadily increase as it has been. Again, now that I'm able to lift without any back pain at all, I have no doubt that those are going to go up. And I plan on hitting some pretty good PRs by the end of this year, 2025, that I'm really looking forward to. So that I'm not worried about. But one thing I know for a fact I'm going to have to get better at is my benching. I benched, 145 kg, 319 pounds in competition. It's not going to cut it. Even if my squat and deadlift get significantly better, which I think they will, I'm giving up too much on bench. Like, at least to stay competitive, I gotta be benching at the higher end of the 300s if I don't touch 4, but at the very least, high 300s to keep it somewhat competitive when I do step up in competition and try to go after these guys that have like 1,600, 1,700 totals at national. So that is going to be a big focus of my training going forward. Obviously, I'm going to be trying to get better at squat, bench, and deadlift, but my bench for sure has to take an uptick, because if I'm losing out 60, 70 pounds on bench, 80 pounds on bench, like, you know, some guys can really bench 400 plus pounds at the higher end. If I'm giving up 80, 100 pounds on bench, and even if my squat and deadlift are phenomenal, I don't even want to have to put myself in that position. So bench is going to be a big factor for me going into this next prep. I'm kind of going to chill out for the majority of September, kind of let my body rest. It's going to be a lot more hypertrophy, kind of just winging it. But going into October, the rest of the year, and then next year, going into competition prep, starting it early, it's going to be dialed in, it's going to be focused. We are going to be implementing some new things that I've learned along the way that I wasn't able to implement going into regionals. So I'm excited, y'all. That's the recap. Today, I'm benching. It's going to be a light push day. This is my first day working out since then. This is Wednesday, so 4 days removed from competition. Just trying to get my body moving. You know, I ate, I rested, I feel good. This is the first day my body didn't feel cooked after comp, so we're just gonna keep moving today. But yeah, thank y'all, all the people that have been supporting me up until this point, people that have been watching the videos, people that have been tapped in and tuned into this journey. We have a lot more work to do, so stay tuned for that, y'all.
Yes.
You're not.
Okay. All right. Let's take two. 75 kg, New York State champ, going into regionals this weekend. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm here to whoop some ass, take names, and put on a good performance, put on a good show. We've been prepping for this. It's been a good prep.